Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to Mr. Lam and fellow friends. My name is Nur Fatihah Nizam, and my partner is Harit Shahmi bin Ahmad Zafri. And today we will present about reverse engineering technique for Produa Asia 1.0 CASI. Firstly, for the introduction, CASI is the primary function of an automobile seat. It will consist of comfortable feeling when the driver or passenger went for a long trip or just a short trip. Next, we go to the details of car seat for Asia 1.0 e-manual. Firstly, it has a standard fabric. Second, it has a standard type with detachable headrest at the front of the car. And third, it has a standard type with integrated headrest at the back or rear. And lastly, it has a coupled distance for driver and passenger that is 640 millimeters. Okay, now let's look at the detailed dimension of the Perdua Asia car seat. At the front is the driver and passenger car seat, and at the back is the passenger only car seat. Okay, so firstly of the headrest, all of the headrest is the same length. Okay, and for the height of the backrest for the front and back is not the same. At the front is 62 centimeter for the height, and the width is 52 centimeter. For passenger car seat at the back, the height of the backrest is 77 centimeter of height, and the length of the passenger car seat at the back is 130 centimeter to 140 centimeter. So it has a big difference for the length of the bottom of the car seat. As you can see, it has a height of 57. Actually, it's the length. The length is 57 at the back, and the length of the front is 50 centimeter, and the width it is 53 centimeter. So the size is average of human or average size for people that use the car of a small size car. Okay, next let's see at the characteristic of standard fabric. Firstly, it is far more affordable, less durability, scratch resistant. It has lumbar actuator and headrest. Practically maintenance low cost, temperature sensitive, long lasting, and less wrinkly. As you can see, all of these are the advantages of the standard fabric. But do you know standard fabric has disadvantages too? So let's go to the next slide. Then why we should replace the fabric material? Firstly, fabric material can absorb moisture very fast. For example, if your children spill water on the fabric material car seat, the water will easily absorb in the fabric material. Then it can be easily stained. The third one, it retains smells like cigarette smoke, but not only smell of the smoke. If you spill water of sugar water like Milo, soya, or Coca-Cola, then it will retain the smell of it, but not a good smell. It is a bad smell, and then it can lower a car's resale value, and the maintenance is very difficult, and it can give a sign of wear, and the fabric material can look cheap if we don't take the maintenance very seriously. Next, while using reverse engineering technique, We will choose laterite material as the exchange material for fabric material. Okay, these are the characteristics of laterite. Firstly, it is affordable. The material is not porous material. It is easier cleaning and maintenance. It have a luxury look, non-slipping. It has lumbar actuator and headrest. It have variety of colors, less likely to scratch, and it was a material that is very friendly to environment. So now I will pass the presentation to Hari.
Thank you, Nur Fatihah. So, the next part, I will explain my part, which is why we choose leatherette as improved material from fabric. So, if you want to choose another product or material, we want to choose a leather as an our choice. But since Asia car or product Asia model considered as a affordable car, so we have to consider a lot of others aspect like cost and others uh, effect. So the reason and the big why we choose as the leatherette as the material. First, the feel itself and the design itself. So the material of this leatherette is to emulate the look and the feel of leather. So the material itself are from 50 to 70% of pure leather, and it's being shredded and glued to the resin. So the result will come out as a leatherette material, and it's totally safe for our environment. Okay, so let's moving on to the next slide, which is availability in market. So basically, this material, which is leatherette, is far and widely used in our market. So it's not it's being used in our automotive part of the design, but it's also apply and this application in furnishing and household item. It's like handbag, shoes, even my watch using the leather material. So I provide two graph, which is pie chart and the bar chart. So as you can see in the pie chart, automotive uh, using the second highest material of this leather. So let me stop sharing my screen, my camera. As you can see at the bar chart, the using of this material is increasing every single year. So it's analyzed and it's will grow and increase until 2028. This is analysis that I get from the Google. Okay, let's move on to the price aspect and lifespan aspect. So basically the price of this material is cheaper than leather material. So it's also half price of leather. And if we compare it to the fabric material, based on my research on Google, the price for base if the price of the fabric around 100 ringgit, so the leatherette material will cost around 200 until 300 ringgit. So it's not that far the costing. So next is lifespan. So if we care with proper care, it will last over 15 years. But if we don't care it with without proper care, it will less than 10 years, and it also does not fade with age. Okay, in terms of safety element, this material is absolutely toxic free. So based on the reach and rush with low DMF, it's it's past the international standard. So the reach is basically a compliance, and it's a legislation that controlling the risk associated with chemical substance. So when it passed, the test passed with the international standard, so it's declared that this material is totally toxic free. In terms of maintenance, it's always the material itself is easy to care and simple cleaning and need simple cleaning. So basically, if the leather is not it's not resistant to substance like water, dust, so it's you just have to clean it with a wipe or microfiber clothes, and it also have a leather polish wax for leather. And as you can see in our years right now, in our it's always free and easy to find the leather wax, like on Shopee, on Lazada and others. In conclusion, we suggest leatherette as a replace material of fabric material like before, because it always have a lot of certification, like I and Fatihah just said before, like in terms of safety element, lifespan, price, and maintenance. I guess that's all from us. Thank you.